What's up, y'all? Josh Dobbs here. Welcome to the Players Lounge. Today, I'm joined with Bru McCoy Kaleb Webb. We're going to get into some Tennessee football, Super Bowl, new NCAA dropping. We're going to have some fun with it. So I appreciate y'all tuning in. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. And let's get into it, man. What was y'all's thoughts of the Super Bowl? We had the Trey Smith versus Juwan Jennings show. Who do y'all have? Where do you guys watch the game? And what do y'all think about the game?
Shoot. Watching it was one of those games where I was kind of like toss up. Don't really care who wins, and I don't know who's going to win.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, most Super Bowls you go in, you kind of have like a hunch. Like, I feel like they're going to win. I mean, you could go with like the whole Taylor Swift aspect. Like, they're not going to lose or let them lose. But
did you believe in the whole 13-13
I
conspiracy that was going around social media?
Sort of, but the first thing I thought of was like, someone was like adding, like they were like his jersey number is 87. I was like 8 and 7 is 15. So
yeah, that's not 13 at all.
We're missed me there, but I kind of was rooting, I will say, for the Niners throughout the game.
Okay.
I don't know, just I kind of tend to root for who I think is gonna lose.
Yeah.
Type of thing. You
okay.
know?
Trying the underdog.
For sure.
I like that.
Yeah.
What about you?
I mean, I feel like it's kind of like, you can't bet against Mahomes. Like,
That's true.
He kind of stepping into like that, like Brady's footsteps almost, where like he's gaining experience. Like, I think like they say he's been to like an AFC championship like every season. He's like been a starter, so it's like it's hard to like bet against him, especially with like Brock Purdy. That was his first Super Bowl. You know, it's like a really big stage. Vegas, like
Vegas too. I was out there. It was electric. Like the stage around the game, the events, man. It was a zoo leading up to the game, so it definitely was the big stage. I do want to get y'all's thoughts on this, though. What do y'all think about the NFL overtime compared to the college overtime, and which kind of format do you prefer?
I don't think the coin toss should have that much of a, like, winning or losing the coin toss shouldn't give you an advantage. That's my opinion. So I kind of like the professional one more. Obviously, the way that played out was kind of weird.
Yeah.
Because they won and they chose to do what gave them a disadvantage.
They just wanted the ball first, yeah.
Yeah. That was weird, but I would prefer, because you never know what side you'll end up on. So if you lose, I want to have a shot at least, right? Yeah.
I feel like college, just because the field's short and like we start on like the 25, right?
I think like the 20,
25. So like most likely it's going to be like a back and forth game, and then it'll get to the point where somebody has to go for two. I feel like that's like just more exciting, like a back and forth game, like I think it was like Texas A&M and
LSU
a few
like
years ago, like
because
it was like 73 to like 60 something. Like that was outrageous.
So the college one now is like after the second one, you guys just go for two each time. It's like sudden death, right?
Right.
See, I feel like that's weird. You know, like
I mean,
you lose on a 2-point conversion.
Well, how good is your like red zone bag too?
At some point, you're gonna run out of plays.
Right.
At some point, it's like inside zone. Whoever can just move the
Who
pile
wants it
in.
more? Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. No, but I did think it was a good game. I do think, like, to your point, like, if you give Mahomes the ball second, he knows what he has to do. It's hard to bet against that.
I feel like it was over with after that. Like, once they didn't score, I felt like they should have went for it, honestly.
Yes.
Because was it 4th and 4?
Why not?
Was it 4th and 4 or something like that? Like, you drove all the way down the field.
It's like, come on.
Juwan Jennings was open. Like, the play they blitz, like, he had created separation. So I feel like, you know, either give him a chance. You got Ayuk, Kittle, like, McCaffrey. Like, you got a whole bunch of playmakers. Like, you got to give him a chance at that point.
So do you think if the 49ers won, you think Juwan would have won Super Bowl MVP?
Of course. Because, especially if he would have scored, like, again, because he would have had three touchdowns.
3 touchdowns, like, catching, throwing. Yeah, that would have been live.
Yeah, I feel like it would be hard not to give it to him.
Man, I was cheering for him. They ran it's crazy. He threw a touchdown on the same throwback play that he actually threw the same one in college. Yeah, they put it in the game. So that was cool to see. That. All right, next, NCAA 25, I think it's 25, is dropping soon. What are y'all thoughts, man? Y'all about to be in the most lit video game ever. How do y'all feel?
So, yeah, I mean, how I feel is just like, I know there's a bunch of talk about like the value of the game. I'm just happy to be in a video game. Like, I'm so excited to like really sit down and play like as my own character and be able to do that. Like, we used to go load up the updated rosters to NCAA 14, and that was in like 2021. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm excited.
It is crazy, like, especially when you go from, like, being a kid, like, you always create yourself, like, within the game.
It's
And
the first thing you do when you turn
like,
that thing
now,
on.
like, you'll be able to turn it on, just use yourself. Like, that's really me in the game. Like, it's going to be crazy to just, like, picture that.
That is live. I know. So my freshman year on campus was the last year of NCAA. So I remember like getting the game and like the first thing you do, like you put your like 4-string quarterback. Your dude's like a 67 overall. You put him in the game. He's like throwing the ball into the ground. Like, I don't care. It's me in the game. Live. So that's cool. I will say though, I think you guys get like $600. I think whenever y'all get like the college football union, I think you guys need to dispute that for. You might need a little bit more money because like the Madden checks, like what those hit for compared to what the NCAA checks hit for. I think you guys are getting a little shafted.
It is, but it is like 11,000. This like they made like 11,000 contracts because
I guess with every athlete.
Yeah,
that's
Every athlete.
So it's like
or more
like,
athletes.
like 600 is like it's not like very much, but like at the
They
same
wouldn't
time.
compensate everyone the same.
You don't think so?
No, I said that's what they chose to do, but I think they try to like cover their bases. Like, hey, everybody gets $600 and like gets a copy of the game, so they don't have to deal with someone being like, wait.
Oh, I got less than this person.
Right.
I guess it's the first year with it back, so they need to see how much they make, and then hopefully in the future it goes up.
They're gonna make
I think
a
Madden
killing.
sales gonna go down.
You think so?
Yeah, I think
Like
so.
like I mean, like probably half people who buy NCAA is gonna buy Madden still, but like
I mean, it's
I'm not
probably gonna
buying
be the
Madden, I'm not
same
gonna lie.
game if we're really being honest. But I do feel like there's so much affinity toward like college, university teams that people are gonna absolutely eat up NCAA, and it's the first year it's back in like 10 years.
I feel like more people are tied to colleges than professional.
True.
You know what I mean? Like
True.
everybody's got everybody grew up a fan of something.
Yeah.
Mostly a college.
Or usually went to that school or grew
Right.
up in like a small town close to a college, so they love their university.
Right. Totally.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. All right, y'all ramping up for spring ball. Talk about what a normal day is like right now as you're in winter workouts. Give the fans kind of a perspective of what it's like being a football player in February, getting ready for the upcoming season.
So usually you start your day off with a lift. Like we lift around like 850 or like 1040. So either you'll go to your lift, then after that you'll have like meetings, basically like going through installs and kind of just like touching back on what you could have done better from last season, like watching like old games, going through the plays, like need to correct this, going through coverages, basically just like getting the mental aspect of the game and like ways to like be more efficient, like play faster and all that. And usually we'll have like just like meetings for like player development, like growing you off the field. That's mostly like later on in the day though. Like basically trying to develop you off the field.
This was up.
It's not really too much.
Yeah, that makes sense. What's one thing kind of you guys have highlighted that you're trying to get better at both on the field in your football game, but also like one way off the field that you're trying to grow to?
I should get this one.
I would say more consistent eating schedule and sleeping schedule. Just like I started doing like the wind down function on my phone. Like start actually like I'm gonna go to bed earlier.
You got the sleep glasses too?
I do have the sleep glasses.
Okay.
Yeah. That and then just like consistently like I'm not a breakfast guy, but I need to wake up and eat breakfast every day. So like those are my little things outside of like it helps me in football, but that's just good for your day to day anyway. You know?
Yeah. Good habits on and off the field.
For sure.
I love that. Caleb, I know we talked about you're out here in the breakfast club and the dinner club. Talk about what that looks like, trying to put on some more weight, more muscle, to be more dominant on the field. What's kind of your plan in that aspect?
Breakfast club, dinner club, going there and you're like literally required to eat. Like you cannot leave until you're
like they
finished.
lock you to the table. You can't move till you
like
finish
if
your
you
food.
grab a plate, try to leave, you're gonna get reported as a miss, going up on the issue report. Like you just don't want that. But it's kind of good in the sense like it like holds you accountable and like it forces you to want to get to your goal weight so you don't have to do that anymore.
Yes.
Like so, I'm trying my best to reach my goal weight right now.
So talk about like so for Breakfast Club, right? Like I was in Breakfast Club, so I know the pain of that. You gotta wake up 7 a.m., get there early, they lock you to the table. for us, we had, I think every day was 4 eggs, and they were dry, like the little powdery ones, and all like 4 pancakes, 4 pieces of bacon. Got to finish it before you leave. What's like your breakfast club meal? What's your dinner club meal?
Usually for breakfast, I'm always grabbing like 2 pancakes, about like 3 eggs. Either it depends on what kind of bacon they have. Like I'm not a fan of the like hickory smoked bacon.
Yeah,
like so every time they have that, I usually get like a turkey sausage patty like to substitute that. And that's usually what my breakfast is. What my breakfast consists of, and then for dinner. It depends, because sometimes I feel like it's hit or miss with Smokies, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you might see something you like, sometimes you don't. If I don't, I'll probably just cook some pasta or something.
Okay. What's your go-to pasta?
Chicken and shrimp.
Ooh, okay. I see.
Throw a little spinach in there too.
We may need a pasta cooking video from you next.
Nah, for real.
All right. We'll put you on the spot. All right, Bru. I know last time we saw you in the field, obviously, was from the ankle injury, but I also saw last week you posted a video running, which on the treadmill. It's good to see you back moving. Talk about the feelings you felt leaving the field when you got injured and how your recovery process has been over the last couple months.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, leaving the field, kind of surreal. Like, everybody asks, like, oh, you go into shock or anything? Not really. Like, you know exactly what's going on. I remember just thinking, like, headed to the hospital, like there has to be something done about the roads in Knoxville because we were hitting so many potholes consistently. But yeah, like, you know, had surgeries, started getting healthy, and then you can't really see the light at the end of the tunnel then. And then you get back on you get out of the cast, and then you're in a boot, and you're like, oh, now the next step is to walk. And then before you know it, you're okay, let's get this calf stronger because I can run if I get my calf stronger and I get this range of motion back. And so every day it's like a marginal gain, and you just try to find something. You don't really see it. Hey, I gotta get ready to go play football today. It's today I'm gonna try to get 10 degrees better range of motion, or, you know, maybe I'm gonna go up 20 pounds in how much I put on my back or whatever it is. But mindset now is just like a marginal gain every day, get a little bit better, try to keep a level head about it, and not get too frustrated, and obviously support my teammates. You know, I think that's the best thing I can do from where I'm at right now is just like be somebody they can lean on, be someone that they can ask questions or like anything. So that's kind of just the role I've taken on for now, and hopefully Caleb's been able to feel some of that, not in a weird way. Whoa. Yeah. I almost said something earlier. Like, you peeped it. Yeah.
No, that's real though. That's real. I think when you go through like an injury like that, I think fans sometimes are like, okay, but he'll be back next year, but they don't see the process that really goes into coming back from an injury like that, and still, you know, being a competitor that you are, and wanting to play even better than you did last year.
Absolutely.
So it's really cool, like seeing you back on your feet, moving around, but also providing that insight. I think it's really cool for fans to see what it really takes to recovery from a tough injury, but also come back even stronger.
Absolutely.
No doubt. All right, I think we got one last quick little one-liners. I'm going to ask you guys some quick questions about the upcoming game, where you guys see yourself, maybe even some rankings. I want you guys to try to be as honest as possible with these questions, all right? So, first, we're going to call this college confessions.
All right.
Let's hear one thing during college that you have to confess about. We'll start with Caleb.
Dang, start with me.
Put you on the spot.
Going out first time.
What was that? How was that?
Control myself.
What's your spot? 'Cause every time I come here, there's one of the old spots gets torn down for some apartment complex.
When I my freshman year was uptown. You know, everybody was uptown.
Hey, so not to date myself, but Uptown opened my junior year, and the summer it opened, they didn't play any music in there. So it looked just like it did now, just as grimy. Floors are like black and everything. Same amount of people, but just imagine it, no music. That was our first Uptown. Yeah, it was a little like Black Mirror-ish, but now it's evolved into the Saturdays that it is now on the Strip. Uptown has a nice spot, nice close to my heart, right here.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, Bru, what you got?
Shoot. I'll go, actually, during COVID. This is not the best, but
It's confessions.
yeah. So
a safe space.
during COVID, right? Everybody gets sent home. At the time, I attend USC, and we all get sent home, and we're doing Zoom install meetings.
Okay.
And I'm still relatively new to the team, and install's a massive install, but we all just got sent home. Nobody even thinks we're really gonna play.
Yeah.
So I'm asking the older guys, like, "Yo, you guys look at the install?" They're like, "No." And I'm like, "All right, well, I guess I'm not gonna look at it. I'll just show up to the meeting." So sure enough, first thing, like, serious questions, like, "Bru, what's this?" Blah blah blah, and everybody that whole meeting had kind of been like connection bad. So he said that, and I just cold froze on him.
You get the buffering.
I just froze, and I hear the homies in the back like, "Hey, coach, I think he froze," and I'm just trying not to trying not to break face, like I'm just staring dead, and then I crept my hand up and just left, and I joined back in the meeting after I looked the answer up, and I joined back and I hit it in the chat like, "Coach, blah blah blah," it was a hitch, and then actually, Kerry Colbert, if you ever see this, I'm sorry, man. I thought I would never do something like that again. I learned my lesson, but yeah, that's my confession. I felt bad about that.
Well, hopefully there's not another pandemic, so you don't have to do it.
Absolutely.
That's a vet move right there. That's a vet. Leave meeting. In and out. All right. Let's get back to this EA game, okay? When you download the game, boom, go on rosters, right? They can put your names in there, right? So you go look up Kaleb Webb and Bru McCoy. What is your rating?
I just know I'm gonna get like a 70 or like 75. I just know it. Like, they'll probably give me like 85 speed. Like, oh my God, I just know they're not
Contested catch?
Hopefully my contested catch rating like 80 plus. Like, I'll be okay with that at least. Like,
all right.
I think, yeah. Like, around, if I'm above a 75, I'm happy, I feel like.
That's fair.
What
Man, I just like, do I want this out there? I think at least give me blocking. I know they're gonna hit me on speed. I know that's coming down the pipe, but give me catching.
Okay.
So give me speed. I'll take the knock, even though I don't think that's fair. But catching and blocking, I think will compensate, and I'll land at like, give me a 91.
Ooh, okay.
I'll take a 91.
90 club. Do you have a star underneath your feet? You got that star underneath you. Or you want impact players when you're loading into the game?
Please.
That's what we need to know.
Please. I should be. But I think no. I don't think they'll do it. But I'm praying that all these Vol fans saying like, have the crowd chant Bru.
Bru,
like,
yeah, I've seen that.
That'd be cool.
If they have that, that'll be a great touch.
I'll take that. They can make me a 62 for all I care.
But you get the catch and say Bru, that'll be loud. I know y'all's go balls are going to be like, and stamina is going to be like a 99.
Gotta be.
Because all I see
Stamina.
You watch the game, it's like, runs out the screen, runs back in the screen, runs out the screen. I'm like, golly, these boys put up like 1,000 yards every game. Okay, I like that. All right, I think we got time for 2 more questions, right? First, load into the game, last NCAA game. What jersey combo are you rocking?
I'm rocking the orange helmets.
Orange helmet?
All white.
Yeah.
That looks
the orange helmet's unlucky though. That's what the people are saying, not me, but
we're gonna.
You know how it is. We prepare though. Like, you prepare throughout the week. You don't think about
you
the
don't
helmet.
think about the helmet. Don't have nothing to do with it.
Nothing.
I agree.
I go the same look.
All white orange helmet.
It looks super nice. I ain't gonna lie.
Really?
I think
we
it
wore
looks
that South Carolina.
So no black helmet, no smoky gray helmet.
I love the smoky gray, but like, you can't see the details.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
That's very.
You got to look close at it, but I mean, it's a cool combo. But I like that all white with the orange.
That's smooth.
Yeah.
What cleats?
I didn't even realize the smoky gray, like the helmet had like mountains in the
Yeah,
back.
it's
actually
it's
It's
details.
smooth. It's very detailed. They killed it. All right. Last one. We got 2 receivers here. I know tonight we're gonna get some extra work in the facility. Appreciate y'all. pulling up. I know Bru probably will be coaching and stuff on the side, but we'll get some good work in the complex. Good to see you guys put in the work, bringing the midnight oil on a Friday on campus. We love it. We love it. But being receivers, who has given you guys the best one-on-one coverage, whether it's in practice or in the game?
I'll go Kool-Aid, McKinstry. He just got really good instincts, and he's got athletic ability. Like, even when he is wrong and you know he's wrong, he's got the athletic ability to make up for it. Yeah. And he can play physical too. So
I would say Kool-Aid too. Like, he was like super patient. Like, that's really like the worst DB to play against. Like, the one that's not really gonna fall for anything. Like,
smooth feet, doesn't get out of his back pedal too fast.
Yeah, it's like the DBs that are aggressive. Like, you kind of want that, because when they miss, it's over with. That's how I treat it. So.
And he has like the coolest name ever, Kool-Aid. Come on now. Come on now. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all joining me. I'll see you guys at the complex tonight. Everyone, thank you for tapping in to the Players Lounge here at the Payne & Manning Room at the Graduate Hotel. Be sure to like, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see y'all next time.